tornado-proof homes? Up to 85% can be spared, expert says. Science. MSN. Hotmail. More. Autos. My MSN. Video. Careers and jobs. Personals. Weather. Bellish. Quotes. White pages. Games. Real estate. Wonderwall. Horoscopes. Shopping. Yellow pages. Local edition. Traffic. Feedback. Maps and directions. Travel. Full MSN index. Bing. News.com. Today. Nightly news. Rock Center. Meet the Press. Dateline. MSNBC. Breaking news. Newsvine. Home. U.S. World. Politics. Business. Sports. Entertainment. Health. Tech. Science. Travel. Local. Weather. Advertise vertical bracket ad choices. Recommended. Closing in on famous prime number conjecture. Recommended. See the celestial show now or wait a decade. Recommended. Monster vortex formed to create more Twister. Recommended. Satellites watch the march of deadly Oklahoma twisters from space. Header point top underscore header left curly bracket background image. URL http://cdn.lib.newsvine.com/chrome/scenes-of-fun-header.jpg equals 9139 right curly bracket. News from the biggest beat in the cosmos, going out 13.7 billion light years and taking in everything from astronomy to zoology. Join the adventure on Twitter and Facebook. About this blog archives. Email updates follow on Twitter. Subscribe to RSS. 89 comments. Print. 6 hours ago. Tornado-proof homes? Up to 85% can be spared, expert says. Steve Gooch, AP. The remains of homes hit by a massive tornado are seen in Moore, Oklahoma, Monday, May 20th. By John Roach, contributing writer, NBC News. Homes in the direct path of the monster tornado that roared through Oklahoma City suburbs Monday were all but certain to be destroyed. Yet inexpensive construction techniques could have kept up to 85% of the area's damaged houses standing, according to a civil engineer. The trick is already common along the hurricane-prone Gulf Coast, the use of clips and straps to keep the walls bolted to the roof and the foundation, explained Andrew Greedinger, a civil engineer at the University of Alabama. These parts cost about $1 each. Advertise vertical bracket ad choices. You need several hundred of them in the house, but it is not anything drastic. It is not a humongous expense. It is relatively inexpensive, he told NBC News. For about $2,000 more, a house can be outfitted, or retrofitted, with a safe room built to specifications of the Federal Emergency Management Agency, FEMA. These fortified rooms, often constructed with cinder blocks and filled with mortar and rubber, can withstand tornado force winds and storm debris. Lower wind speeds, you design to protect your house, and higher wind speeds you design to save your life, Greedinger said. Unfortunately, you have to do them both. The total cost is the equivalent of installing granite countertops or a whirlpool tub, which many homeowners opt for without a second thought to make their homes look nice and raise their value. They could and are beginning to opt for the tornado-proofing as well, Greedinger noted. The National Weather Service initially rated Monday's storm as an F4, the second strongest type, with winds of 166 to 200 miles per hour. Most, if not all houses in its direct path were splintered to pieces. Any storm in the top three categories, with winds at least as high as 135 miles per hour, is strong enough to break apart wood, and at that point, a wood home is going to come apart, Greedinger said. Even steel structures are vulnerable in those conditions, noted Curtis McCarty, a home builder in Norman, Oklahoma, who is on the state's Uniform Building Code Commission. If you are above ground and you get hit